So this is the DJI NEO 2, and this is the start of the gauntlet. A multi-stage, multi-phase extravaganza to test how well this thing tracks. First off, we're going to start off in this slightly downhill section to the ocean, show some of the different positions that you can do with this unit. Then from there, we're going to dive into the trails, kick up the pace a bunch, and eventually along the cliffside. If that all works out, it's time for the high-speed sections. And after all that, if I haven't killed it yet, we're going to drop into an abandoned resort down to the sea and just see how well things work in that tricky situation. With that, let's get rolling. There are many different modes of the DJI NEO 2. You can fly it with a phone, you can fly it with one of many different DJI controllers, or you can fly it by just simply following you as a person, which is what we're gonna do here. From a mode standpoint, you can't see that it's flashing, but we have it in cycling mode, following behind me at a medium high. You can change the modes on the side right there using those buttons. You can also use the phone if you want to as a preview screen. Again, I just wanna show you what it looks like with nothing other than drone itself. With that, we'll just simply take off. I press this lower button there.
Cycling follow. 3, 2, 1.
There you go. You'll see the little light went on right there. Simple as that. And I'm just gonna move slightly, and it's gonna basically move to cycle follow behind me. But what's cool though is if it doesn't automatically follow behind me, all I gotta do is put my hand up like this. You'll see the blue light went on there. It's kind of hard to see, and I can tell it where to be. I can say, go up this way, go over here, and when I'm done, I just simply make a fist. It's that easy. Right now, in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and stick it behind me. So there we go. There we go. So with that, let's get rolling on this relatively easy section. And then again, we're gonna step it up really quickly here. But I just wanna show you what things look like. From a speed standpoint, doing about 20K right now, 20 kilometers an hour, 13 miles an hour. No problems following me. So we'll pick it up a little bit right here. And now it does have its obstacle avoidance enabled, so it will be avoiding obstacles as it goes along. Things like this trees right here, it should avoid that, no problems at all. In just a moment, we're gonna get to a section where the trees get a little bit closer, not as close as later on. That'll be a lot more fun. You can hear it back there, no issues. And once we get past a couple of these trees, I'm gonna go under this one for fun, just to mess with it. Oh! You see it, it briefly touched it, but you're still with me, little buddy. Since we messed with it already, let's move in front of me now. Here we go. Now it's a bit tricky because that bush is there. I'm gonna tell it to go over here. Let's see if it gets there. I'm gonna go up a little bit higher. There we go, perfect. And now it should track me from the front. And now I will say, I think the obstacle avoidance, and now I will say, I think like the whole gesture bit is just super cool, but it always amazes me. DJI spends so much engineering and effort to avoid making a beacon or a remote control. It is mildly insane how much effort they spend to do that. Okay, now it's gonna see, well, flip around and follow me from behind here. There we go, so it did the flip. So generally speaking, DJI drones, when they fail to follow in front or the side, they'll follow behind. And this did a good job of that. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the pace a little bit through here. Hey, a quick interruption from later in the video. If you are finding this interesting, just simply watch it all the way through. That is the only thing the YouTube gods care about, and it really does help with this video and the channel quite a bit. That's lots of little branches right here sticking down. It's dipping below those, so kudos on that. But of course, it isn't repositioning to the front. I bet if we stop for a second, will it find its way to the front? Come on, you should be in front of me. Good job, you can do it. Go on, no? Okay, here we go, to the front. Again, this is just super cool, up a little bit, stop. And again, here's the part where I can go further away, oops. There we go, there, and move it a little bit to the right. There we go. We'll see if it'll stay there. It probably won't. Okay. There we go. It's doing all right, you know, it's not bad. I mean, it's avoiding all these trees. That's the impressive part here. As I say that, it hits me. Hey, little buddy, what you doing right there? But you know what though? It followed me, like it figured it out. Even though it lost me temporarily, it followed me and we got to the beach. Now, what we're gonna do from here is head up to the top of the cliffs over there, reset, and get things cooking. Now, I know some of you cyclists as well as runners want to know how well does this fit in your pockets. So from a cyclist standpoint, first, fits in the back jersey pocket, no problems at all. Takes like 2 seconds or so. And likewise, if you got cargo bibs, no problems fitting in that cargo pocket. That little antenna pod there pops off with a couple screws. You only need it if you're flying with the remote control, so otherwise you can take it off and it'll simplify getting into your pockets. Even from a running standpoint, I had zero problems fitting in this pair of generic running shorts. Nothing fancy about these, no special pockets. And of course, weight-wise, it's actually lighter than a GoPro, just for context, so weight isn't really an issue either in the running shorts or in the back pocket. Okay, now it is time to step it up a notch. We got the tighter trails portion, including some down trees from windstorm 2 days ago. Right now it's on flat, rear, close, and another set of down trees. So you can go around this way. And follow me, good job, little buddy. Okay, let's kick it up here a little bit. Here's where things start to get tight. So far so good, I can still hear it. Going through at about 20 kilometers an hour right now. Not super fast or anything yet. Again, we'll test the speed later on. And we tried speed earlier on too. This is really about avoiding all this bush stuff here. That didn't sound good. Where are you, little buddy? Just right in the middle of the trail. And this is where it gets tricky. A lot of this stuff is relatively thin, like olive trees right now or something like that here. So it's just easy for it to see, but as you can see, the sun's out. Like this isn't super difficult, though it is winter. So that means low sun on the horizon, thus it's not as well lit. Give another whirl here, here we go. This little section is where I tend to lose most drones, along with another section later on. It looks easy, but in reality, this is actually a lot of trees around here to worry about. So here we go. This isn't too bad right now. Those get easier again. We've got some branches here. It's got to go under these. Will it do it? Oh, it did it. Oop, left for me. Here we go. It's going to open up for a second. Then we're going to get more difficult as well. It's a pretty section of trail coming around the corner though. Here we go. We got some more pine trees in here. Oh, it made it. Good job. I hear it still. It's right there. Okay. Good job, back there, picking up the speed slightly through here. There we go. Now it's gonna get tricky here for a second. Bit of a tree tunnel coming up right there, basically just my head. Good job, through there, nicely done. Okay, now is it next to me? Good. Let's kick up speed here in this section, out in the open. Back into the tunnel. So far so good, it's holding. Ooh, one of my tires feels a bit low back there all of a sudden. Okay, that tree there, branch could be tricky. Nope, we got it still. Oh, I think someone might have cleared the tree. Yeah, I think so. Nice. Good job. Almost down. A couple more turns so we get to the cliffs. Oh, nay. What happened, little guy? Okay, you're fine though. And this is the thing that's important about these drones compared to something like a Mini 5 or certainly a Mavic, etc. And I've done all those drones in ActiveTrack testing before, but this thing is designed to crash. It's designed to take it, throw it, and it's fine, right? Over and over and over again, I can do this without any problems at all, and it's gonna be fine. And I showed that with my Neo 1, same with the Hover Air X1. I crashed the Hover Air X1 now, I'm guessing at least 200 to 250 times, because by and large, from an ActiveTrack standpoint, in these sort of environments with these caged creatures, that ultimately every run almost ends in some sort of a crash. And that's totally fine. That's what it's designed for and why it's designed to work like this. Now, let's get ourselves down to the cliffs. Okay, we are back in the air here, almost down to the ocean. And one of the things to understand with this drone compared to something like the Hover Air drones, this drone is doing obstacle avoidance, which is both good and bad, versus the original Neo and the Hover Air drones are following your exact track, and they're trying to do that super, super well, knowing that if you can make it through, then they can make it through. Speaking of that down tree, here we go. Now, here's a fun test. I've got to hike a bike around this way. What's it gonna do? Is it gonna try? Come on, little guy, can you do it? What are you gonna do? Come on, go over, go around. Oh, that's tricky. Oh, you did it! Holy cow, high five. Oh, don't do that, I want you to stop. But good job. That was super impressive. I did not expect it to work like that. Now, I'm gonna sneak through this little spot here, and then we're gonna go into orbiting on the cliffside. There we go. Oh. Okay, so now we're here. Now we're gonna change it over to orbit mode.
Spotlight, follow, selfie shot, droney, circle.
I'm gonna let it get started first just to kind of show you what it should be doing. It's obviously painfully slow, but that's fine. Here we go. We've already happened, little buddy. He's done. Okay, so I regret to inform you that you cannot do a moving orbit with the Neo 2, which really is a bummer. You can do it with the controller, not your phone, not the unit itself. You can just do a single circle otherwise, and so that doesn't do us much good for the cool shot we want here. Okay, it is now time for the fast follow section. Add a little more air to my tires, and now we're gonna go down this hill here and see how fast we can get going. This thing claims 43 kilometers an hour in follow mode, so let's give it a roll. Here we go, I've got it in cycling follow from behind, and it's set for close at a medium-high distance. So here we go, 25, 27, 30, 32, 35, 40, and we're already starting to lose it behind me. 46, 47, have to obey the slow sign around the corner, 40 now. So at 39, 30, starting to catch back up again, which is nice. I'm gonna keep it just below 40 around this corner here. And it's tracking reasonably well here. Going to 35 right now, 38. And it's doing a pretty good job on this. I don't really have any major complaints right now on this. 36, coming around the corner here. Now, no, I've done this a few times here and 2 other roads. And generally speaking, once we go around this corner, we can kick it back up speed-wise again to 50. Generally speaking, what I find is that it tracks well to that 43. And then once I hit 43, as you saw, even as I cleared 40 there, it starts to pull back. So the road dips back down here in a second again. We're gonna get the speed back up. On the road bike, I can go a little bit faster, but here we go. Going through 40, 42, 43, 44, 45, 47, 48. Nope, totally gone. Oh, you got me. Holy cow, little buddy. You did catch up eventually. If I had kept on going and just slowed down, it would have been fine. It is totally facing the trees though right now, so it's never gonna find me, which is too bad. And this is where it gets a little tricky, because I am here, it is facing the trees, so it's never gonna see me. In this case, my choices are to get the phone out, tell it to land, turn around, whatever, or wait for it to simply land. I don't got that much patience, so we're gonna get the phone out real quick. Okay, now as much fun as it would be to do this now, it's slow speed going down. We've got 1 full battery left. I burned through 2 of them already, so it's time to get to the abandoned section and see if I can go down to the sea and then do the transition from cycling to running or something all the way down to the ocean itself. Okay, it is now time for the abandoned run all the way down to the ocean through this old crazy resort place. Let's give it a whirl. We're gonna try to go into the building at the end. We'll see if we can pull that off, if the Neo will do that. We'll keep things nice and easy down here. This is more about, can it follow me? Can it track? Can it go through all these crazy bushes? So far, so good. A little more open right now, so that's all right. A little bit easier. It's gonna suck coming back up this hill. It's super steep. A little bit of a tricky spot up ahead here as we go through this tighter bush. Not this one, just in about 5 seconds or so. Here we go. I'm gonna go under it. Which way is it gonna go? I'm gonna go through it, actually. Uh-oh. What's it doing there? It's kind of like stuck in the bush. It's gonna go down. Come on, you can do this. This would be super cool. If you can get yourself out of this pickle right now. Do you see me? It sees me. It can't figure this out though. Oh, it's got a red light. Come on, little buddy. Here I am. See? You see me. Now let's do this. Got me? Slowly, slowly. Follow. I can't help you once I let go of the tree. Come on. Can I literally just bump you along? There we go. Ah.
Collision detected. Aircraft landing automatically. 2, 1.
I couldn't quite do it all the way around. Yesterday, it did manage to pull it off. It went all the way down around that little bump and everything, but not today. So, let's see how far we can go here. Bit sketchy in here, not gonna lie. Come on through here, yep. Okay, we're almost at the ocean. That drops down again. I can't go over this with my bike, but I can get some stairs there. But I can go through the doors. What do you think? Can I do this? Can it go through here? I'm gonna go to the other side because my handlebars don't fit that side. This side they do fit. Let's see, here we go. Will it follow me in? No, it says, oh nay. That just like came down. You can see we got some concrete marks on it right now, but I think it's still, I think it's fine. It's not fitting through this door. It's just simply too big. I wonder if it'll follow me this way. Okay, so it did that. Can it follow me through here? Ho ho! Boop-a-doop, a-doop, a-doop, a-doop. Come on, you can do this. It's gonna do it? Well done. Okay, come on. Let's go biking some more. Okay. Let's see. I don't see a really viable path down to the water on a bike. But we can run. Here we go. Can it follow me under this? Good job. I'm impressed. Got lots of little twigs here that I can find ways to hose itself up on. So far, so good. Down here. This is the only way I see to get down here. Is it doing it? Oh, it's doing it. This is super cool. I've generally never gone down this far before, so I'm not really sure how to get doubly down to the water. It looks like there's a trail that maybe goes through there. I might speed some of this up if it's boring. You're not gonna be able to get through there. We can try. Here you go, come on through.
Collision detected. Aircraft landing automatically.
That's all right. I think that's impressive enough. I think if there was a better way to get down there, could have done that, but I don't see one. Either way, super impressive stuff on the ActiveTrack on this. And I just like the way that we can easily move it around with my hands if I need to get cooler shots, better shots, whatever it may be, very simply. And most importantly, we've seen it crash a gazillion times now without any problems, right? We've gone into the concrete, dropped in the concrete, into the trees, all that goodness, no problems at all. So super impressive stuff. Now, if you want to see how well this performs in 50-kilometer-hour winds, including this section here, as well as out over the cliffs in those winds, definitely check out the video on the screen somewhere up right there. And of course, don't forget there's a ton more drone goodness coming out very, very soon. We got the anti-gravity drone from Insta360, we got the Hover Aqua, and of course, I got my water right there, and plenty of aquatic adventures to push that thing to its limits. So definitely hit subscribe so you don't miss any of that goodness. With that, have a good one.